Hey, everybody. Come on in. We had a good show earlier today, and it's a lot that we have to discuss in this video. Let me see if I can see your comments here. Okay, I don't see any comments popping up, but we are live. I just got the notification on my end that we are live here. So we are definitely about to talk to you all. So I want to say thank you all for coming in on this beautiful night. Now let's get into our particular topics. I want to talk about 1501. So Carl Crawford, the CEO of 1501, he was live on Instagram, and people were sending it to me and stuff, but they sent it to me late. Let's be clear, because I got the notification first. So I went in there and I was listening to Carl talk, and I'm like, okay. He said, "Man, why was you going at me like that? But I know you got a job to do." And I said, "It's all love." And I see. He said, "I can't talk about the, you know what I'm saying, the case because we're on it to get him, on the show. So we doing what we got to do to get this man on the show, so we can talk about multiple different topics. We have put in the work. We got other shows that we have been doing. Like I send emails all the time, and let's be clear, we have a lot. We get more people to help us now. When people were criticizing me and Erica Banks, they were saying, "Oh, Wiley is burning bridges." And I want to address the burning bridges thing. No, I'm not burning bridges. You guys want people, creators, to get along with every celebrity. The only thing that advice I would give people, they say, "Hey, Wiley, you can't drag celebrities and expect to get interviews." That's true. And I said, "Hey, I just put out that tweet for Erica, assuming that she was going to annoy it like everything else that she has been annoying." But this particular day, she responded to my tweet. She didn't respond when we did the 30 days of appreciation for Erica Banks. She didn't respond to that at all. She's seen what we were doing. We reached out to her team. And so when we came out and we tagged her with my grammar all the whack, but thank God for AI, that will never happen again. Shout out to AI because we just sit in there and just do it for us. And when she responded to our tweet, I was shocked because I was not expecting a response. I was just expecting, "Hey, tag," and then like she do every day, "Oh, let me annoy this tweet. I'm gonna annoy it." But she had time today. She said, "Okay, Wiley, I'm gonna respond to this tweet. You're weird." And then she blocked me. So what that taught me is continue to do what you do. Now I continue to talk about celebrities. I talk about celebrities. I do. This is a show, but we just don't talk about celebrities. But we will continue. We have other people that were in our DMs because of the Erica Banks situation, and we will continue to do this. And one of the people in the industry, they were saying, Wiley, it's like no shade, but Erica is not in a position to turn down interviews because she need as much clout. She need to be an algorithm because when you go on her Twitter account alone, you don't see her on any of the Twitter, like tweet trending. You don't see that at all. You don't see this woman really dominating at all. Even when you go and Google her name, she's not that consistent. She was hot with Busset, but she didn't take advantage of that media buzz that she had. So Carl was live, and I was like, I would love to be Erica Banks' manager. He was like, "Oh, okay. I think that'll be a okay idea," or something like that. So I'm just in there having a good old time. And he was saying that he got an artist, a pop artist, that is going to be doing a song, a pop artist. Then he also said he got a rap, he got a female rapper. And I said, okay, as long as they got originality and they're original and they got their own style, it could work. What the music industry is lacking is originality. We are lacking people to really change up the system. Be like, "Oh my God, this is so new." The reason why a lot of these artists have not hit is because they're not more original. I even look at myself, I said, how can I be different than my competitors? So I started doing different things to be more original. So as you notice, when I talk about politics, oh my gosh, it's refreshing. And people would say, "Hey, Wiley, I didn't know all of these things." Somebody I was talking to didn't even know that Reverend Jesse Jackson was still alive. They thought he was dead. But she said, "Wiley, listening to your show, I noticed that he's still alive." So I learned something new all the time on your show. And I was like, "Oh, this is incredible that you learned this from the Wiley Show." I'm like, "Wow." So it's power in what you present because the average person may not know any of these things that you're talking about. So that is what makes the show different. I've also said, "Hey, let's go in the morning and do like a morning show." So you get that demographic, you waking up, you going, your morning work. So you go ahead and go live. And then for the crowd that is late crowd, they go and wake up and they go and view whatever they missed. And you get to the topic. So you have to learn what worked and actually listen to your audience. And so we starting to listen to them more. And we're gonna start implementing like listening sessions where the viewer get to come on and we have a listening session where they can give their suggestions for. We open up StreamYard and you come give me suggestions, or if you don't want to come on camera, you come privately. Now, this show is not about a call-in show. When we did Erica Banks and stuff like y'all called in, it's not a call-in show. It used to be that, but people don't like the calls. They just like Wiley. So this is not like a call-in show. This is a opinionated show where people are coming to hear my point, which is great because some shows are different. They need, a panel of panelists. They need all that. I don't because there's so much that I can deliver to pull a show. Now, when it came to the Erica Banks in 1501, I will continue to talk about the situation because first and foremost, nobody else is talking about it. And I'm going to talk about it because I'm passionate about talking about the situation. And I will continue to talk about, rappers and et cetera, R&B singers, country artists, gospel artists, things that people are not constantly talking about and doing it. So it have a full range of topics. So that, was very shocking for me that I was talking to the owner of 1501 that literally put Megan Thee Stallion on the map, gave her an opportunity. Well, actually, Megan put herself in the back, but she got the financial backing from the label. According to Megan, they still owe her some money. So he did say, Wiley, I did see you had reached out, but of course, I can't talk about the Megan Thee Stallion stuff because it's a trial coming up. I understand and I get that. So I would never um, ask a question about an open case. I'm not going to do that because I know you won't answer it. So I will always be respectful and not be ignorant when it comes to YouTube videos, when it comes to interviews. But I will always give my opinion. This is what you all consume. Y'all consume of me giving my opinion. Y'all like it the indifferent. So that was a piece with Carl from 1501. Now let's get into none other this whole thing with Karen Civil. Now, I want to say this, and I want to be honest with Karen. And somebody sent it to me, a producer. The producers are everywhere, and so they was posing a question to me about Karen Civil, and I'm like, okay, let me make sure I get that and see where is it at, because someone sent it to me about Karen Civil, and I want to make sure that we get it. One particular second, and let me know if y'all hear something in the background, like television playing. Let me know, and I would definitely go to another room if y'all hear something. Just let me know. Karen Civil said, "I'm sorry, not Karen Civil." Someone said the last post is a screenshot. They asked us, is Kevin Civil no longer the vice president and general manager of Young Money Entertainment? Her name isn't posted anymore. We do know she still works for Nicki Minaj, though. She's not in a bio. She removed that from her bio. She used to have the last post as a screenshot of when Kevin Civil was working with Young Money Entertainment. And this is exclusive because no one is posting or discussing how much Kevin Civil's name is no longer posted as Young Money VIP and general manager is known for doing Nicki Minaj dirty work. Now, when you go to her IG, you literally see you don't see no topic where she is got in her bio. Let me let y'all know. It's gonna be real ghetto. As you can see, there's nothing in her bio with Young Money. Now, when you go to this one, give me a second, let me scroll up. When you go to this one, this is like a screenshot, originally with her page. This was the screenshot, this was what's in the title here. And this was in the title. It said EVP, General Manager, Young Money Entertainment, creator of live civil and civil TV. That is no longer in the bio. So is that a sign that she been let go? Could be. And I don't know if it's no tea about that, but people move on. Maybe she can't do her job. Maybe she's not bringing enough clients in there. Maybe they're cleaning house. And sometimes, those particular jobs, when you're the EP, general manager, etc., if you're not delivering good for the label, they move on and they get other people to take on the job. Like if you're not doing what you have to do, they will bring new people. I use this as example. I was working in an assisted living facility, right? And the census was always low. So the sales team, they wasn't bringing in people. It was below like about 20 to 30% occupancy of the building. So what did they do? They fired the marketing team. They fired the people to approve the residents. And they got a new team in. With the new team, now their occupancy is about 90 to 95% of leases in the building. And when you're not doing your job, when you're not producing results, you will be replaced. So this probably the reason that Miss Civil was removed from her post of the vice president and general manager of Young Money. Let's be clear. She was probably removed because she wasn't delivering her job. Maybe because she's so concerned of having her own image and being her own fashion or influencer that she forget that she have a regular daytime job. So we shall see. Or it could be her controversy of not paying the artists that paid her to promote their music, not giving them the connections that they want to give, her being an alleged scammer, etc. But this thing with Karen Civil is definitely a situation that everybody should be concerned about. Like, if you're not doing your job, you're gonna be replaced, and that's something that you have to understand when you are working in any entertainment. It's all about, are you producing results? You could be dominating the first 2 years, and in the year three, you trash, and they will replace you with somebody that can do it. Let's be clear. Young Money is not the leading label anymore. They used to be in the early 1990s. I'm sorry, the late 1990s and the 2000s. They have not been hot since that decade. So if that's the case, they need to get new people that can really put Young Money on. Now, I don't even know if Nicki Minaj is still with Young Money. Let me Google that. Is Nicki Minaj still signed to Young Money? Let me see what Google said. Nicki Minaj is currently signed to Republic Records. She had previously been signed to Young Money Entertainment, Cash Money Records, Universal Motown, and Lies King Records. What is this? So that is where she's Republic Records. They said if you're trying to figure out what record label Nicki Minaj signed to, you're in the right place. Nicki Minaj, they said beside her music, she excels to be a powerful, bold persona that includes clothing and colorful wigs. Okay, let's see what or label. Child. Okay. So the label is Republic Records. She had previously signed to Young Money Entertainment. So she's not no longer with them. So that was like their biggest star. And let me see who's on the lineup on Republic Records. Let me see. I never really hear. I hear of Columbia. I hear of Def Jam. I really don't hear about this label. So let me see artist roster. Let me see artist roster here. So on this artist roster, they have on Republic Records, they have 41, Angela Jordan, Ariana Grande, Billy Porter is on the label, Birdman is on the label. Wow. Coi Leray is on the. Oh, that's why they work together. Drake is on the label. Wow. Okay, Dudgy B. I never heard of him. I never heard Fuggy Raw. G Herbo is on the label. Wow, he's so sexy. It ITZY on the label. Jackie's on the label. Oh, what? John Legend on the label. KB Mike. Oh, he looks. Wait a minute. Look at them lips. What the world? Why he got his lips all greasy? I didn't. What? Who is he? Oh, he must be a new artist. Oh, and he in my city. What? He in my city. Oh man. I didn't know he was in my city. I didn't know he was in my city. Oh man. Wow. Okay, this is why it's good to do your research, honey. Okay, let's scroll down. Uh Cutium Reese, or did I say that right? Lil Wayne is on this label. Lily Rosa, or Rose, Lizzie Lohan. Wait a minute, what music do Lizzie Lohan got out here? Nicki Minaj on the label. New West, Oh Wonder, Paris Jackson on the label. Pop Smoke on the label. What? May he rest in peace. Stevie, what? Stevie Wonder on the label. Okay, okay. Wes Nelson on the label. Oh, I didn't know Welson Nelson was on the label. I didn't know that. What? Oh, he only got 3,000 followers, but he is so good looking. What is he? Oh my gosh. I didn't know this. And he's going, okay, this is an old tour. Wow, he haven't tweeted in so long. He's a UK artist? What? I didn't know that. So she's on a label with a lot, he only got 3,000 followers. Okay, good looking guy. I'm gonna check you out, Mr. West. I'm gonna check because you attracted. The face is making me get into your music, even though I'm lusting right now, but I'm sure gonna be clicking on your music. I don't see nothing wrong. Okay, lusting after good looking man or something like that. Yeah, it's good looking. Mm. So I didn't know that. So okay, so she's no longer with Young Money. Okay, I understand that. But wow, okay, this is my first time ever hearing that. So she ain't with the label over there with Young Money. Anyway, so they really need to get some things together. So that's that point. Now, I have to talk about the Karen Civil piece. Let's talk about the whole thing with Jamie Foxx. Y'all know who Jamie Foxx is. I'm a huge fan of Jamie Foxx. I feel like Jamie Foxx is one of the best actors ever to do it. Ray Charles, she gave me money. I love all of him. So finally, we was able to see this man living, and he was waving. So that'll tell you that a lot of the blogs put out fake news. They said he was halfway dead. They said he a vegetable. They said the family is ready to put him in the upper room. They said he needs to get off the. Oh, he took the shot. He got all drooling out the mouth. They said all this stuff about Jamie Foxx, and he's on a whole yacht waiting. Hi, hello, hi, how are you? Like this man just doing like he just waving and talking. But the media, they said he drew these mainstream. But y'all over there calling them weird. Y'all ain't saying them people doing clickbait titles. Y'all ain't saying what you over here doing all that. Why y'all over here doing? Y'all not saying none of that. Y'all consumed it because they white. Let a black person, all y'all do is lie. This why you ain't growing. You're stopping your own bag. Y'all didn't do none of that. They did all that talking. No. Where that energy all the people say, you losing yourself. You need to take your meds. Rip you out the plasma, bitch ain't take her meds. I would say all of that. Them white folks put all the rumors about Jamie Foxx that he was on his way out of here, and y'all did not cancel your subscription, nor did you cancel them, period. But let me put it up there. Y'all ain't gonna let me live it out. Baby, y'all don't even like to hit a like button. Okay, but y'all watch. But it's okay. I know y'all don't want to help a brother out, but when we finally make it, y'all gonna be in my DM. Can you help me out? Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you help my son Pookie get out of jail? He on there for double homicide, and the answer gonna be hell no. I said hell no. You remember when Sophia, when that white lady kept messing with her children's cheeks and said, "Oh, y'all so nice. I can't wait till you be my maid and take care of me. Would you like to come and live with me and take you be my maid?" I say hell no. That's exactly what I'm gonna say. Hell no. Okay. So it is gonna be no. But I understand that people are definitely saying it, like he was smiling, everything like that. So I personally believe that I do believe he was sick, right? But I just think Jamie Foxx is very strategic. He ain't just gonna hop out. It helps out. Like when the movie come out, help out. I think he was sick, and I think he just was stressed. You know what I'm saying? I do believe stress is going to paint the picture. That's why I said you cannot be always working. You got to take a break. It's the person one of my coworkers, right? Beautiful coworker, and she be telling about how her checks be nice because she do doubles every day, 7 days a week. She get like $3,000 every 2 weeks, about $3,000 I take out taxes. And I said the money is good, but she always complain about knee pain, ankle pain, tired, sleeping at the nurse's station, sleeping, can't hardly move around. And I told her, I pulled her to the side. I said, listen, sis, you doing all of these hours and your body is telling you to rest. So finally, she took my advice and was resting. She had to get, so much stress. She was kind of dehydrated. She wasn't eating right. And she said she wasn't sleeping. I said, yes, because your body cannot do a full 8 hour sleep to fast because your body, your mind is still working you just up and up. You got to take a break. You can't be doing all that working and all of that stuff. You have to take a break. You have to take a mental health break. When you get your vacation hour, use your vacation hours. Period. Don't come out here saying I got 80 vacation. I don't want to use that. No, use your sick time, use your vacation time, use that. Because stop trying to say something and be so faithful to a company that ain't gonna be faithful to you. So anything that company give you, use. They give you free therapy, use it. Use everything that the company give you free burial insurance, use it. Everything that a company give you, you use it to the full effect. They give you 215 breaks, use it because at the end of the day, that company when they want to get rid of you or whatever the case may be or demote you, they're gonna do it without giving you any notice. So why are you giving that company the same commitment? The only thing I will tell you all to do, and I had to learn, took me years, I got in my 30s, that when you leave a job, put in your 2 week notice. Why do I say that? Because you never know if you want to go back. You always want to leave with a good name. I did not live with that commitment. I left plenty companies and then give them no 2 week notice. That shifted. Now I give 2 week notice. And I was like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm giving them 2 week notice, and I'll let you be known. So anytime I reapply, they can be back. But a lot of times with these nursing homes, they really don't care. You don't have to give a 2 week notice. But if you if they need you because the need is so great. But I'm just saying, like pretty much in corporate America, you want to make sure that you put in a 2 week notice because you never know when you want to be back. Now, I don't understand what I do believe I could be drugs with stress because a lot of time these celebrities are doing cocaine and then also people were saying, well, maybe he's a double. Maybe that really wasn't him. I'm not gonna get into that. They're saying that was him. I'm not gonna say that was a double. If it is, then are y'all gonna cancel TMZ? Are y'all telling TMZ that was a double? Y'all probably not telling TMZ that at all. That it was a body double. But let me ask y'all this poll: Is Jamie Foxx? Yeah? Was that the real Jamie? Okay. Okay, I was hold on. Let me say pick one. Okay. Hold on. Let me do it right quick. Let me start a poll. Okay, pick one. Okay. The real Jamie Foxx or a body double Jamie Foxx. Okay. So let's see, pick one. Okay, let's see what they have to say. Which one is the real Jamie or a double or that way? They said, quote, they said his movie about cloning is getting real to drop. Yeah, they said body double, not Jamie Foxx. They said also always have everything in writing. Don't ask your boss, can you have a certain day off? Text and email them the way if there's something happened is your word of theirs. Always email, always text. Documentation is king. Always leave an email, always leave a text because it is good for the soul to have evidence. They have new artists. They only one who's still with them from that. Okay, so yeah, so you got to make sure you do all of that type of stuff. Now, let's see what it is. Okay, we doing a poll. Oh baby, this poll is tight. Y'all better vote, man. I just want to see. And also, oh, can I send this? Let me see. Invite at a guest. Let me see if I can post this in the comments here. Wait, I can't post it in the comments here. I wanted to see if anybody wants to come on, but wow, I should have emailed it to myself. No worries, we won't be getting nobody to invite because I want to see how this invite thing goes and how it does. It won't work. All right. Ain't gonna worry about it. They said right then and there, the real Jamie, 47%. The body double Jamie Foxx. Let's see what y'all gonna say. Let's see. Let's go and vote, child. Vote, vote, vote. Let me see. They said that was Jamie Coyote, not Jamie Foxx. We see the poll. I want to know. I really want to get into it because it was weird. He wasn't singing. He didn't even say, hey, he just waved. So we shall see. I really hope that was really him. But I want to know, are y'all going to cancel him? Mhm. Like y'all cancel everybody else. I want to know, is y'all gonna cancel that Jamie Foxx like y'all cancel the Wiley Show? You know what I mean? And I understand, like, for me, when y'all put this stuff in the atmosphere, y'all don't keep that same energy the way y'all keep the energy over here. If that was Jamie Foxx, he would have said something to his own fans who care about him. I pray it's him. So I hear a lot of people saying they pray it's him, they hope it was him. I see a lot of people are saying that all in the chat that they pray it was him, they hope it was him. I'm hearing so many different opinions that it was him. So we shall see if that was him. Let's be clear. I'm just going to check in. I'm checking. A lot of folks saying it in here that they hope it was him. So we shall see if it was him. Okay. A lot of people, I think they're voting now. So we will get more of an idea of what they believe if it was actually him. All right. So I'm looking in the chat here and I see, wow, 56% said a body double. All right. 56, 44% said the real Jamie Foxx. Let's move on and we'll get back to this poll. Now, let's get into Angie Stone. Y'all know who Angie Stone is. Angie Stone is an incredible, soulful singer. I only know her from, the Fighting Temptations. Okay, I know her from the Fighting Temptations, and that's it. I don't know her from any other alternative, any other place, any other job, any other song, any other album. I know her from the Fighting Temptations. That is it, from the Fighting Temptations. Now, she went live and she said that she is not dead, that she is suing the blogs for saying that she is dead. And of course, we post that a YouTube short and we posted it in a YouTube short. And I'm like, who said it? They said Tasha K said it. So I was looking for the evidence. I didn't see that Tasha K was saying it. But if Tasha K did say that she was dead, of course, she is saying that she's going to sue. Then they were saying that she was in a wheelchair and they said she was very sickly. So I just understand, and Peaches was saying and opinionated, they were saying that Tasha K said it on the app, but they wouldn't tell me because they said I'm not allowed on the app. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I will find out and see if it was actually on the app. I'm gonna just see if it was on the app or not on the app. But they were pretty much saying that it was on the app. So I'm assuming that she probably said it and deleted it. I don't know. I will have to do more investigation about the matter. But let's just say she's not, of course, she's not dead. She's yet alive, but she said with them eyelashes that she's going to sue. But you can tell that she did not get up and start walking. Let's be clear. She did not get up and start walking. So you can tell that something is wrong. Something happened. Something went wrong, but to say that somebody is dead and they're not dead, you should sue. But she's not going to get anything because another person just DM me and saying the YouTube channel that said they say a lot of celebrities are dead and they're making a lot of money on that because it gets a lot of views. And they all be saying these people are gone and they're not even gone. So let's be clear, man. It's a lot that goes on when people are putting that rumor and stuff about that. But you can't stop a person for saying that because at the end of the day, they're gonna continue to say it, and you can't stop them. Okay, you can't. You really, really can't stop them. All right, let's be clear. If they say you going, what can you do? You're suing them. You ain't gonna get nothing. If they live in another country, it don't have no jurisdiction. That person got you have to go to a UK court, and you ain't got the money to even do that. Angie Stone, like, come on now, sus. Nobody just was saying, let me see what your net worth is. Let me see what your net worth. Your net worth, Angie Stone, net worth. All right, 2020. Let's go back 2022. Only 3 million. Oh, $3 million. Okay, you got money in the bank, honey. You are an American singer, songwriter, has a net worth of $3 million. Who was Angie Stone's husband? Angie Stone has two children. Stone's daughter Diamond was born in 1984. Is from her marriage to Rodney Stone, also known as Little Rodney C, from the hip hop group Funky 4+1. Okay, let me see. Let me read your doing. Okay, Angela Brown is your real known, as known professionally as Angie Stone, as an American singer, songwriter, actress, and record producer. She rose to fame in the late '70s as a member of the hip hop trio Cinquits. In the early 1990s, she became a member of the R&B trio. Okay, Stone will later release her solo debut, Black Diamond, 1999, Arista Records, which was sold at gold. With the single "No More Rain in the Cloud." After transition to J Records, she released her second album, which included the hit single "Wish I Didn't Miss You," followed by Stone Love and the Art of Love and War. Wow. Okay. Her first, The Art of Love and War, her first number one album in the U.S. Billboard Top R&B Hip Hop charts. Okay, she acted in a 2002 comedy Hot Chick and stage debut in her stage debut in 2003 in the role of Big Mama in Broadway musical Chicago. She also since appeared in supporting roles in film, television series, and appeared in several music productions, including VH1 Celebrity Fit Club, TV1 R&B Divas, and music and movies such as Fighting Temptation 2003, Pastor Brown 2009, Schoolgirls 2010. Stone has been nominated for 3 Grammys, didn't win. Um, and she has won 2 Soul Train Lady of Soul Awards. In 2021, she received the Soul Music Icon Award at the Black Music Honor. Wow. Okay. I didn't know she did all that. So, you know what? I'm going to get more into her music. I really didn't listen to any of Angie Stone music. And I'm just going to be honest. Angie Stone wasn't my cup of tea. This just wasn't for me. They said it can hurt her brand. She should sue. While you don't know Black Brother her song, yeah. They said ain't even give the survivors of the Tulsa massacre representation, but celebrity keep winning lawsuits over defamation the world backwards. So yeah. Also, let's talk about the Tulsa massacre situation. Let's be clear. The Tulsa massacre is definitely a show. I'm sorry, not a show, a movement that white people wanted to take black wealth. They were successful at it. And now the three remaining, or the 2 or 3 last remaining of survivors was fighting in court to sue. The reason why I'm not shocked that the suit was dropped and they need to appeal it, because frankly, they don't. Do you know how much wealth you're talking about? You're disrupting the system. And if they were to win this case, then that opened up precedent for other suits to follow. Then other people say, hey, we're going to sue them for creating Central Park and knocking people out of their homes. So it will open the door up and create the atmosphere for reparation. So they're going to fight tooth and nails to stop this suit for doing it, because if they succeed and they get this, let's say for millions of dollars each of them, that opens up the atmosphere to say, hey, black people, we need to really sue the government for reparations. So it just opens the door up to this response, that. And then also, this is why it's important for, people to vote and vote for judges, because that's a very important step, legal step. We need to participate in voting for your governor and also voting for your president and voting for your senator, because they confirm a lot of those federal judges. I don't know if they were in federal court. Don't quote me on that. They probably was in state court first. They're probably going to challenge it to federal court and try to challenge it all the way to the Supreme Court. We shall see. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know which court they were fighting in that particular situation. Let me see. So I'm just not shocked. That's why we need our own reparations. This is our land, and only a small AMT of us came here on boats. And small, yeah. So yeah, we will see. We will see if we get more information about this, and I will definitely get more. I don't know if it was in federal or state court. I don't know, federal or state court. I don't know, but I do know that they lost. And I'm shocked. No, I would have been surprised if they won. Than being shocked that they lost. I would have been really shocked. Like, oh my gosh, they won that. But I'm not shocked that they lost. No, I'm not shocked. So let's move on for that. But thank y'all for bringing that to me. So yeah, what is that on? What is that? Oh yeah, I'm eating that popcorn. Okay. My family live in. Okay. Oh, wow. I see y'all in here. I see y'all. Angie Stone also plays and said there's a couple. Oh, wow. Okay. I see y'all in here. Okay. I love that. Okay. So let's go to this other topic. I want to make sure that we get through this. Let's talk about one and only Mr. Carter, the Canon. Okay. Kanan Carter. So we had talked about the story this morning. It was so many people that was hitting me up about what he did to them, and they posted it all on their social media. It's really sad. One of the victims got an attorney, so they're going to be filing a civil lawsuit against him. So we will see how this is going to play out in the courts, but they have already filed a civil. They're going to in the process of filing a civil lawsuit. Now we reached out to Mr. Kanan Carter, and he have not responded to us. So when we have put it out there, and put it in the atmosphere, my DM were flooded with people were saying, check this out, check that out. So we will continue to dive into the story. And I want to thank the producers for coming out and presenting themselves and putting in the work. Now, when they were sending me the story, I said, okay, I want to talk about more stories because talking about like this is great. Like talking about the YouTubers is fun. It gets a lot of clicks and views, but you typically don't get a lot of subscribers because the people you're roasting and gagging, they're not going to subscribe. So you have to like to in order to get them, it's kind of weird. You have to not talk about them to get their audience. You know what I mean? Even though to get them to subscribe. But I know that the subscriber don't pay it. But what it does do, it just help you get more into the algorithm, like more subscribers, make you look good if you got 90 million subscribers versus having 9,000, you know. So I understand. That's why we are trying to pull back on it now. I've have pulled back. But if you in the news, we gonna bring it to the internet. But I'm just not gonna find so like somebody went live on Station here, and I typically the old Wiley would be just diving in it, but it's not newsworthy. I'm only gonna discuss it really if it's on YouTube, really on YouTube, because if it's on YouTube, then the viewer, as because I'm looking as a viewer, they can go back and see it on YouTube. Then versus them, okay, it's not on YouTube. I lock the door. I think that's your mind. Is that your mind? Look out the window. Um, if it's not on YouTube, then they're gonna be like, oh, he not saying anything or she not saying anything. Okay, I locked it. Yeah, if it's not on YouTube, so no, it's not, and both of them not unlocked. The bottom one, yeah. So uh, open it so she can see it open. Yeah, let's see what it's saying. Okay, they said Wiley have been called Rudy and definitely gonna be a movie. I wish there was some sort of bill of law to make people. Yeah, absolutely. So when it comes to that, that's why we talk about these other stories, and we have to like dive into the other stories. So that's what we dove into it. Like in Texas, they got other stories in there that we haven't tapped into. So it's a lot of content. So that's why for me not to talk about the YouTubers, I can't watch it because let me be clear. When I watch it, it's just in my brain. I'm going to talk about it. So I typically don't like to watch it. Like somebody sent 3 videos that creators have talked about, right? And they have somebody sent three content creators, and I said, hey, the old body would have watched it and went in, but I didn't watch it, so I'm like, whatever, because it was like this particular story with the rapist, the photographer that's raping people, taking the pictures and showing it, but I said this story is more interesting, right? And it was a lot of the girls. Like it was one person in line. I'm not gonna put them out because they didn't give me permission. But it was one that's really, really big in the gay community. Like if I say his name, y'all go, oh. What he told me in the DM, he said, Wiley, because I was asking him just a question. I was like, well, what did he does? Okay. He said he bring you to the studio, right? He have this attractive friend and he bring the liquor and the weed. And he be like, okay, I want to do a kissing scene. I want the vibe. He keeps saying the vibe, meaning y'all get drunk. Now he ain't gonna be like, hurry up and take the drink. No. It's like y'all listen to music and y'all drinking and smoking or whatever. And then you get naked. Now, anybody knows when you smoking and popping pills and doing whatever, you're going to get horny. Like if you smoking a little crystal, you're going to get a little horny, not a little, a whole lot. And so the guys that he have, he's not the attractive person, no, but his friends that he have is very attractive, and that's how you reel them in. Now the gag is when you pay the photographer, he's paying the friend to do the freaky deaky stuff, and then he recording it. Now, mind you, when you get in there, and this particular person said, yes, I didn't mind having the sex at the moment because I was horny, I was under the influence, but it was kind of weird until when I sobered up. Like when sobered up, he took all these pictures and videos. And I'm like, don't put that out there. Like, what are you going to do with it? He's going to keep it. So I'm assuming that he liked to just have that in his computer and just to jerk off. I just don't know. I can't because he's not posting it with like you go to his Instagram, he got pictures of celebrities, pictures of Diddy's son. I mean, he takes some good pictures, but I think he got a dark side with the girls. Is that because he have this clout with the celebrities, they will go to him and say, "Hey, I'm a model. I want to be put on," and he used that to manipulate. So they were in my DMs and just diving into it and talking about it. And I said, "Hey, I'm gonna talk about it more." And one person said, "Thank you for being one of the only, media outlets that were covering it with your live audience and your people were sending it to me, different ones were sending it to him." And I said, yes, we will continue to talk about it. We will continue to bring awareness of it. I'm not going to put your name out unless you give me permission. He did not give me permission. Shout out to him and his boyfriend. One of his boyfriend I've actually known. I watched one of his shows. So I'm just like, this is really something. And one person was shocked that I was covering this story because he said typically you like to cover like the YouTuber. He named you, so but I ain't gonna get into that. I said, but this particular story, you know what I'm saying? It have to be addressed. It have to have more eyeballs and ears to it, and we need more people talking about this story and diving into this story and giving. Now we have reached out to Mr. Carter. We reached out to him, and he refused for a statement. And I said, those are the type of stories that need to be addressed by the gay community that. Or the bisexual, the LGBTQIA community that works in media them the type of stories that need a series, that need a part one, part two, and till justice is done. Because if we don't bring awareness to it, then we can't expect the straight community to rally behind black men that get violated. And so, a lot of people don't want to talk about the trauma that black men go through and get, taken advantage of by other black men. I remember growing up in Chicago and joining like gay families, and some of the guys were like underage. They were homeless, didn't have nowhere to go, or they had a place, but they pretty much didn't have it like that, if you know what I mean. And they would be sleeping with like grown men, like super grown men. I never had to worry about it bother with them because I never looked at them in that regard. And number two, most of the older guys they dealt with looked way better than me. They were very popular in the ballroom scene, in the family scene. So they manipulated them. Hey, I'm going to sleep with this person. I'm going to get them drunk. Like they were in house party drinking, smoking, doing drugs, and they were screwing a lot of adult men. They from 14, 15, screwing people in their late 20s, early 30s. I've seen it happen over and over again. And it's so normal that at that time, I didn't think of it being abnormal to see one of the people in the family scene. And I interviewed, thank God all them videos are deleted. I'm interviewing them talking about, oh, you fell in love. And as a point is just like, wait a minute, the person I'm saying, interviewing that he in love, that you weren't even old enough to get married. The person that you with is a grown man. This is predatory behavior. But the reason why they were able to get away with the predatory behavior is because the household didn't care nothing about that. They kicked them out. They it was no communication because of their lifestyle. And it was like one particular older guy, dated somebody when he was younger, put something in him that he couldn't delete or get out of his body system. And he wound up committing, deleting himself because of that. So it's a lot that I've seen happening in the Chicago gay scene. I don't know too much of Dallas because I was inside, but Chicago, I could really talk about some stories that put a lot of people on blast that been R. Kelly since for years. That's all they date is young people, like young underage boys. And they go to these house parties and nobody call it out like, oh, that's so weird. It's so normalized because we have been so conditioned in the community that this is okay. It wasn't weird seeing a 16-year-old, 15, 16-year-old walk, dating a late 20s guy. When it wasn't. And now, because of what more information we have now and things that we have now because of Me Too Times Up, R. Kelly in prison, surviving R. Kelly, etc. We are now saying, "Oh, bruh, that is weird that you are 30 some years old and you're talking to a 15-year-old. Like that's weird. That is so weird. Like 15, like that's weird and it's predatory. It's a person that I follow that we are Facebook friends, and he was on the SA list. Now I didn't never know he was. He was dating somebody, and I never knew he was. And then they fell out, and then the boyfriend he posted the boyfriend status, and so the boyfriend had something that we as the public really didn't know. He posted the man registry photos and information that this man is a whole SA offender. And I said, well, and how he got on there, it wasn't that he took somebody like with a knife and blah, blah, blah. No, he was about 20, 22, 23 years old, and his victim's like 15. And the family found out about it, reported it. He was arrested. He was charged. He served time, and they put him on the list. Now I don't know what level he's on the list, but he's on the list. Very attractive guy, but he's on the list. And he says hard for him to get housing, hard for him to get a job, because everybody assumed that he was dealing with somebody like 6 or 7, but a child is a child. So it's no type of distinguish, oh, it was a teenage or they was 2 years from being legal, etc. You just in the same boat as a person that's dealing with a toddler. So he's on the list and he will be on the list for the rest of his life. But you have to be careful because a lot of the people thought that was normal. He thought it was normal, and it was normal for in the LGBT community because that's what a lot of guys. Not every guy was doing it because, like I said, I was not doing it because I've always liked the older guys. I've always liked the older guys, so I understood why a 15-year-old would want to talk to an older gentleman because when I was in, Perkin Bass Elementary School, I was sleeping with a grown man, so multiple grown men, so I can't see like, oh, okay, oh, I don't understand. No, I understand a lot of the younger gays. You can manipulate them because number one, you probably have a car, you probably got your own place, you probably have money. It's probably not a lot of money, but to them that's everything. And you can manipulate that situation and prey on that. So when I was in 8th grade and start, messing around with an adult, multiple grown men that I met on the party line, that situation, it didn't even dawn on me till maybe a couple of years ago that I was assaulted, that could have been that was statutory R word and stuff. It didn't even dawn on me that I was a victim of that until I've gotten into my law about a couple of months ago. It didn't really dawn. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what it was because it was so normalized. All my friends was dating somebody older or getting screwed by somebody older. And so it just, I had a friend that was 14, 15 years old. He was dating a guy or being intimate with a guy. He was like 33, 34 years old. So it just did not dawn on me that was wrong to be a teenager and you are dating an older man because it was so normalized in where I was from. So when I got older, I was like, oh my gosh, I was a victim of that. Like, oh my gosh, I was literally then supposed to be sleeping with a grown man. And he knew I was 8th grade. All of them knew because they said, oh, you got to go to school tomorrow. You in 8th grade. I know you can't wait to get to high school. That would pretty much be the conversation before I get on my knees and do what I had to do and service their organs. So let's be real. that's what I did for some parts of my childhood. Um, so was it wrong as I'm crying? No, I don't even look at myself as a victim. I don't even look at myself as a survivor. I just like it didn't, whatever. But just telling it, people are like, was it right for that adult to do that? No, he should have been behind bars. But it's a lot of people that like older, just like older men. Let's be clear on that. They like older men. There's nothing that you can do about it. That you can do about it, but society is changing to say, oh, that's not normal to date a older man. It's not normal to sleep with older men. But a lot of people don't give the same. But you got a lot of young boys, like the guy that was Tupac. He was on death row, signed to death row. Forgot his name. You know his name, posted in the chat. He was sleeping with Mary J. Blige when he was about 14, 15 years old. But they're not doing a surviving Mary J. Blige because in our society, we approve that. Man, that's like a tap on the shoulders that you are sleeping with a grown woman and you a teenage boy. So they don't even look at it the same way. I thought, Danny Boy was sleeping with Mary J. Blige. He wrote it in his book when she was a grown woman. But we're not doing a surviving Mary J. Blige. Let's be clear. A surviving Mary J. Blige. No thing, no part one real love talking to a young boy, etc. We ain't doing that. They said, I thought the same thing in recent years. A 24-year-old man dating me when I was 16, but I never had intercourse with. He was weird now, and I'm grown. I understand that. Last time I called somebody out for exploiting this child who is obviously down on his luck, I got into a fight. After the victory, I tried to take the kid to safety. He said no. So I said, I won't. Danny Boy, okay, yeah. So a lot of them, they don't know that they are being victimized because it's been so normalized in certain circles. So let's get more into that. All right, they ain't ready for that type of teaching. So what do y'all say? Do y'all have any questions for me before we get up out of here? Any Q&A, because I got a busy schedule to do today, but any Q&A that you all have for me, any Q&A, post it in the chat here. Anybody got a Q&A that you want to ask me, a question that you want to ask me, and be a question, make it good. I can take about 3 or 4 questions here. Any questions that you all have for me, post it right now. If you have any questions really quickly. Hey, okay, that poll got 45% said the real Jamie Foxx. 55% said it was a body double of Jamie Foxx. Wow. So let me see what y'all saying. Hey. All right. Any questions? I want to make sure that y'all get it in. Ask a question. I said, hey, we will go live today and we will talk about it today. So I don't, that's why I'm trying to do this show right now because I don't know if I'm going to do a show in the morning. Because like I said, I have an appointment, have a busy day. Yeah, busy day. So I'm trying to do a video right now. So yeah, nobody has said one word about the Danny Boy and the Mary J. Blige. Nobody have said nothing about it. They haven't posted about it. They haven't said nothing about it. They haven't said she should be canceled. They haven't said anything. She haven't lost any deals. She haven't lost any press about it. They haven't said a word about her dating a young man. I mean, sleeping with a young teenager. The young man had the courage to speak about it, and literally no one cared. So, is I'm shocked? No, I'm not shocked at all that have happened. I'm not shocked or about it. Not nowhere regard. Like how some people are like literally shocked. Not me. I'm not shocked about it at all because this is something that people go through. They say these type of things, and ain't nothing that you can do to stop it. Does it make it right? No. Ray J. Blige says victim exclusively all these years, and now she's yet going through that. So we are yet praying. We're gonna pray that anybody that's been victimized gets the justice that they do so deserve, and we will show more love and support about that. So again, thank you all so very much for coming through. Make sure y'all like the video. I had to come on and talk to y'all. I told y'all I was gonna come on tonight and chit chat with y'all because it's definitely needed. Okay, it's definitely needed. It's definitely needed. We have to sit here and have a conversation about the predatory behavior, whether you're a woman, whether you're a man. We have to talk about it because it needs to be talked about. Regardless of how you feel, you should not be a grown woman talking to an underage boy. You should not. Just like raising Kenan, it was a scene where he was sleeping, talking about it, and they was like, "Oh, he should have smashed. He ain't no predator." Woo, woo, woo. But I said, "Would y'all would have gave that the same type of, applause if that was a young teenager, sleeping with an older man?" Yeah, yeah. Okay. They said, "What is your take on Blueface questioning son? There being any food in the pantry?" I think Blueface doing everything for clout. I believe he had plenty food. I believe they emptied the pantry out, had the son go into the pantry. Okay, let's just say it's empty. I just don't like it that they have all of this, you know, strippers, naked women, all of that type of stuff. I'm just not in for that. I'm just not in for that. Having the naked women and the mama talking about he got multiple nannies. Like what they gotta have their coochie out. Like I'm just not understanding. Okay, I'm just not understanding at all. All right. Okay. uh, uh, let's be clear on that. Okay. So, they said, so you're not going to be dragging your favorite content creator for subbing on the Bootleg app. I know you will, and I'll be ready to roll. First and foremost, like I'm trying to take a break from it. Like I said, if it's something that is worthy, if someone get a Sukiyana interview, I would talk about it. And it's only certain people I talk about. Other people interview celebrities, it don't nobody review it because they don't do it right. They're boring. But if a person are my favorite, y'all know who my favorites are. If they interview somebody, if they do a show or whatever, I will cover and dedicate to cover it, right? Because they are superstars to me, not be to you. But that's it. I really dive into like regular stories. I've done it before because what I've noticed that a lot of these creators are not really creating like they used to. Even like my favorite creator, like he even kind of like drifted off from me because it like got the money, you got, you know what I'm saying, you took on all these long hiatus, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a turn. Maybe because I'm spoiled and I support my audience, so I can't even take 3 days off, but I will be taking off some lot of days for Vegas, so get with it. I'll be just probably be doing shorts. I'll probably go live here or there, but I will be entertaining my audience. Okay. uh. Yes, let's be real. uh uh oh my god. So yeah, because I'll be like going, and then when you do that, go live every day, they expect you to go live every day. They don't understand that you need a break. So, but yeah, I'll be taking a break from that. Yeah, I will. I will be taking a little break from that. Now, would they do something that is interesting? I do it because I get a lot of views on my YouTube shorts, and it's really not about creators, it's about celebrities. So y'all like the celebrities. But if a creator, I'm gonna say it again, if a creator do something that I feel that I should talk about, I will talk about it. I'm not gonna force nothing. Like somebody said something on an app that wasn't YouTube. Typically, the old Wiley would be on the app listening and talking about it, but I didn't because it didn't make any sense. Um, if it's on YouTube, then it helps me creatively because then people say, okay, it's on YouTube. And so we had definitely dive into that because somebody was like sending me like interviews that people did. I'm not watching it, not covering it because it just was boring, in a sense. Um, it didn't even get it, it just didn't hit for me. So, but that ain't gonna always be. Tomorrow or next week, somebody else can interview, and then we can do it. He watched you because he repeat everything you say about him. So I know when you do listen, it's gonna be yeah. And when you butter, yeah, it definitely does. And if I do listen, I will rebuttal. It's a guarantee. But I don't listen, so I don't have to rebuttal. If that makes sense. Because if I listen, I can easily rebuttal it. But it's so many other topics that you don't have to focus on that. It's like so many. Like this story with the Atlanta photographer, nobody else is talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Typically, they don't like to talk about other stories that I'm talking about because they don't want to give me more clout. You know how sick and twisted that is, but that's the truth. Like, you know, they're not gonna do that. And if they do talk about it, they're gonna try to pretend like they broke it, nobody else broke it, it wasn't broke on my website. You know what I mean? They're gonna try to act like we didn't do it. But y'all that's the dedicated fans know it. You know, that's how that goes. Yeah. But it's okay. Like it was like, you know, Deborah sent me a DM about some stuff, and I said, she's just a messy person. And I see why somebody cussed her out. I'm like, why you keep sending me stuff about another creator? Aren't you supposed to be over there? Like, you are extremely, I'm here for the mess, but you messy. Like, if you send that about him, I know you dogged me out when you were over here. So I just look at stuff like I look at them like, what in the world is going on with these double agents? They are just everywhere, just sending me stuff all in my DM constantly. And then go and just, I'm like, why y'all got to be double agents? I just don't understand. And then they come to me. Don't make no sense. Um, let's be real. Why not Ashley Grayson story out of Dallas? Let me Google that. If you didn't send it to, because like I said, I don't know everything. I don't know everything. Okay. Hold on. What is that? You gotta email me that. Let me see. I don't know. Oh, okay, okay, I see it. Oh, alleged scammer faces indictment for hire murder for hire plot. They said Ashley Grayson and her husband Joshua Grayson has been formally charged by the United States. That's okay. The FBI. Oh wow! The faces of racketeering murder on the RICO Act of 1970. And the expectation for many is that the pair will end up spending time behind bars. A RICO charge of notorious difficult to beat, especially without an attorney that adopts a racial strategy to wow. According to Yahoo News, a woman named Sherelle accuses Grace of scamming her out of 2000 and claimed that the $1 million figure she tout was greatly exaggerated. Sherelle also claimed that, wow, oh my God. Took the money and got her money from workers' compensation settlement and not her actual business. Some of her other users also claimed that they too were scammed by Grayson and her husband. Grayson herself later confirmed that her fortune changed following a workers' comp settlement after she lost a finger in working on a similar line. On April 4th, 2003, Ashley Grayson petitioned to petition the U.S. District Court in Oxford, Mississippi, to dismiss a defamation lawsuit brought to Derica Harwell. In the court documents, it revealed the FBI agents were informed that Harwell that Grayson on around September 2022, that the influencer had attempted to hire a contract hitman to the child. As a result, the very serious threat to her life, the FBI requested and subsequently placed Harwell under their protection, moving her from her home. Harwell makes a number of claims in the lawsuit. Chief among them that Grayson sent her harassing, threatening direct messages on Facebook Messenger. Grayson made an attempt to dox Harwell in an attempt to cover up the murder for hire investigation. Grayson is attempting to sue multiple victims of her alleged murder for hire plot for defamation. Grayson alleged that she had to get a restraining order placed on Harwell due to defamatory remarks Harwell made on her Facebook page, a post that went viral. The court ruled that there were no merit for Grayson's motion to dismiss Harwell's suit and that the two sides of the story are far apart, that the other court will have to decide which one of them was telling the truth, which one was lying. They said ultimately, however, this court suspects that the competing allegations. Oh, the Compton, hold on. Allegation made by Miss Grayson and Miss Harwell were proved to be. Oh wow. So this is something. Wow. I think I heard of that story before. I did. I saw it on TikTok. Um, I saw it on TikTok. Okay. Yeah, I saw it on TikTok. I really saw it on TikTok. You know, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. See, she did all that stuff. See, I'm that's too much. I was just watching a YouTube talk about this scam with the feds about. Yeah, it's just that's too much, man. That's too much. Like I don't take it that far. Why do that? That's dumb. Like if you hire somebody to take out somebody, you going to jail. You know, you're going to jail because it's records. Like if the FBI get involved, you going to prison. Like if they get involved, like you going. Like you can't do that. You can't go hire somebody. And most people that try to do that don't do it right, like it's a right way. Probably it is because people do that, hire people. But unfortunately, this woman got caught, and she got caught trying to dox the victim. So you got to be careful with that, like doxing. And a lot of people think just saying somebody's name, that's not doxing. If you post somebody where they work in malicious intent, you post it like the address, that's like malicious. You have to be careful with that. You treaded on illegal activity, but just saying somebody's name, saying them that they have been, probably was doing something with their fingers or whatever. That's not doxing. And I think a lot of people think that is, and it's not. Like you can't be going around thinking that is that you just wasting resources because it's really truly people that are going through things. Yeah. I was just watching yeah, so yeah, do y'all think she going to jail? Mr. Grayson going to jail? Wow. I didn't know that. Okay. Didn't know that at all. Didn't know that at all. Any other questions? Oh, that was a good one. Okay, I can take two more. I can take two more questions. Anybody? Really quickly. This is up to y'all. What do y'all want to ask me? All right. We got two more questions that y'all want to ask me. This Jamie Foxx poll, 58% said, or a double body double Jamie Foxx. Wow. 58% have already voted. Okay. Any other questions? Let me know. Yes. Any other questions? Let's take two more questions. Y'all got it? All right. Let's answer any of your questions. All right. Let's answer your questions. Let me see what y'all saying. All right. Okay. I'm going to wait till like 2 more minutes. And then we don't get any more questions. We're going to bring this video to a close. We want to thank y'all for coming through, showing your love. Because this has been a good video. Like I am enjoying this video. So this have been pretty good. Let me see what you're saying. Notice Katie Holmes hasn't commented on the Jamie situation. Yeah. Oh wow. Mm. Whoever that Katie is, okay? Whoever that Katie is. All right. What are your thoughts on the housing market? Whew, it's multiple thoughts, you know what I'm saying? The interest rates, it all depends. Some parts is better than others. Hopefully, it can kind of get better and make it profitable for people that are trying to be first time home buyers and to bring down the interest rates. You know what I'm saying? So it could be better, but you know this people are buying, people are still buying homes, but African American home ownership still have not peaked at a breaking numbers like at 60-70%. Let me see where is black home ownership. This is the stats on black home ownership. So right now, while the U.S. home ownership rate increased to 65.5% in 2021, the rate among Black American lags significantly 44% has only increased 0.4% in the last 10 years and nearly 29% points less than white Americans at 72.7%. So we're not representing the largest black-white home ownership rate gap in a decade. Yikes. What are your thoughts? My thoughts on anything found in the White House, um, to me, is definitely a situation where employees, somebody, whether it was a contractor, employees, and of course, it's an internal investigation. Do I like the narrative that they're saying that it was President Biden's, the Biden family? I don't like that narrative. And I personally think it's a ops, a double agent in there and did that just to get some publicity. I believe so. Someone got paid and pretty much gonna get caught by bringing something like that to the White House, knowing that it's going to get this international press because it's election season. So definitely was someone doing that to make President Biden look bad. It could be a low level employee, but I highly doubt it. That's probably somebody highly in the administration that is doing that. That's just my theory. I'm going to be shocked. So whenever they get all the details, I can guarantee you that. That was a very good question. That's my thoughts on that. Do I believe that that was Joe President Biden's? No. Do I believe it was Kamala Harris? No. Do I believe it was Hunter Biden? No comment. No comment on that. Okay, no comment. Anything else that you all want to say? We'll take one more question. Oh, this is good. I like this. One more question. All right, we can take one more question. Let's see what you're gonna say. We could take one more. Make it good. One more question. All right. One more question, if you all want to ask. Wow, 59% said the body double Jamie Foxx. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Mm. The body double Jamie Foxx have won the poll. Like, the body double Jamie Foxx. Wow. That's what y'all believe. Thank you all so very much for tuning in to the Wiley Show. Little black boy, you're beautiful. In the words of missionary Malago Grams, little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Thank you all so very much. God bless you and thank you. We will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all. All right. Continue to see your comments. Follow me on threads at the Wiley Show. Follow me on Twitter on Wiley Show. Thumbs up the video. Only 80 likes. Come on now. Y'all can like more. Come on. Hit that like button. Only 80 likes. Come on. It's 262 people. Do y'all want me to wear sunglasses to get some more likes? 262 people and 80 likes. Child, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Come on, hit that like button. All right. There you go. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. We will see y'all in the next video. Peace and blessings to you all.